back to the channel, man. Tune for yes, man. How y'all doing, man? How y'all feeling, man? Hey, man, we about to get into this Jim Jones, man, and Cameron, with the Mase shit. They been going back and forth. I guess Jim Jones was on the, interview with some dude and shit, little podcast, and, coming at Cameron and shit. So we about to see what they talking about, and then we're gonna get into Cameron. That nigga, he came back quick.
So his friends grew up together.
He came back real
What's up,
quick.
everybody? This is the world famous Ed Lover, and you are watching Forgotten Kings
Hit that like button,
TV.
man. Subscribe,
That's
man,
right,
man.
Forgotten Kings TV. Come on, son.
Jim Jones finally addresses his issues with both Mase and Cam in a recent interview with Justin LaBoy. That's right, y'all. Of course, social media is already reacting to some of the comments made by Jim Jones in his interview with Justin LaBoy. As we all know, over the years, Jim Jones and Cam, they've had their issues, right? For the record, you get what I mean? And eventually they were able to dead their beef, and we seen them all on stage for the verses, right? It's the same when it comes to Mase and Cam, right? They've had their falling out, and fans were happy to see them dead the beef to come together to create the It Is What It Is sports show, right? And after the success in the launch of this sports show, a lot of people wonder, why haven't we seen Jim Jones on the show? Well, after seeing this interview, I'm sure Dipset fans, they're going to be upset, right? Because recently Cam had 50 Cent on his podcast, and they both talked about the time when Cam and 50 were beefing, right? We all remember Jim Jones showed up on Rap City with G-Unit during a time where people, they thought the beef was serious, right? But then after seeing Jim Jones up there, all these years later, people see that clip. Still to this day, they call Jimmy a traitor, okay? So, listen, I found an article which pretty much highlights the tension between Jim Jones and Cameron over the years. I'll make sure to leave the link in the description so you can get some context, because, again, it's always been tension between Jimmy and Cam, right? And now that you see Cam with Mase a lot of people are wondering, did we ever see Jim Jones on the It Is What It Is sports show? And after seeing this interview, listen, I'm not sure, right, if we'll ever see Mase and Cam back on stage. I mean, anything can happen, right? But after hearing some of these comments made by Jim Jones, going as far as to insinuate that Cam didn't take care of him, right, during the time when he was the hottest artist in NYC, okay? He accused Cam of basically not wanting Jim Jones to ever outshine Cam's career. You get what I mean? It's a lot of comments in here, and like I said, I'll make sure to leave the link in the description, because again, last time we seen Dipset together was doing the verses. You get what I mean? Despite how it ended, it still felt good to see all them brothers back on stage again, and now to see Cam and Mase on good times. You get what I mean? Now they creating content, doing interviews. It's just unfortunate that things couldn't be resolved, right? Especially now. There's so much money to get out here on the road, even in the content creation space. I mean, come on, it's a reason why you're seeing former athletes, artists step out here into this media, right? So to see Jim Jones finally address his issues with Mase and Cam in this interview, like I said, a lot of Dipset fans are going to be upset because, Jim is making some bold comments in this interview, man, accusing Cameron of hating on him and basically saying he sensed the funny energy many years ago, right? This is why Jim Jones had to go hard as a solo artist for him and his brand. You get what I mean? But again, y'all let me know, what are your thoughts on Jim Jones' comments about Cam and Mase in this interview with Justin LaBoy? Do you feel like Jim went too far with his comments, or do you agree with some of the things he shared in his interview? Again, let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below. I'll make sure to leave the link in the description so you can watch the full interview. And yeah, man, like I said, this one is definitely going viral. So again, y'all let me know your thoughts on everything down in the comment section below. But that's all I got for y'all today. My name is Sensei Rip. Till next time. Peace.
I was able to be like a teen,
I watched Mase shit on Cam and everybody around him.
Wow.
A bitch, like all the time. You heard? Like I was there the whole time, but I was Cam's man. You heard?
I'm mad. My friend got taken away.
Best friends grew up together. R.P. Honey. Like I was there for everything. That's one thing that people can't never say is that I wasn't there for every single thing. Anybody Cam didn't like, I didn't like.
And I already see how he was handling Cam, so I definitely didn't like him. You dig? And then I seen how much love Cam had for him and how Cam was jumping out the window for him, which a friend should and shit like that.
Oh yeah, I'm jealous.
Make sure nobody, nothing happened. Like
it was supposed to be me.
To make sure that Mase stayed as safe as possible, but Mase had got that money and lost his mind. Seeing crazier shit happen. I know brothers that shot brothers and shit like that. So for friends to get back after a world of whatever they went through, it's not surprising to me and shit like that. But I see they don't talk about the days of being shit on, you heard? They don't talk about the things that separated them and shit like that.
Kim was like, I thought we could pull it together. Next thing I know, I see Jim performing with...
He ain't think nothing. He could pull nothing together. He couldn't do nothing with me. He couldn't tell me nothing. But let's not get this shit twisted. Nobody could tell me nothing. I was my own boss. I did what I did as a soldier because I was a soldier.
Oh, my God.
I had the soldier. Didn't tell me nothing. You heard? I
that
did not want to. I
seen
the shit wasn't going right, so I started doing what Jim Jones needed to do for Jim Jones. Because that was supposed to be the Don wasn't taking care of the capo. Just the sequence of the way things was going. And then it came to a point where I had to worry about who Jim Jones was moving forward. Then I was worried about anybody else because nobody else was worried about me. I got to a point where I became famous too.
I'm sorry, y'all, man. This dude is so corny to me. Like, literally, is very corny. Like, if you really just pay attention and watch him, his mannerisms, you know, just everything about him, you could just feel his energy. It's like, dude, stop it. You know what I'm saying? You definitely did your stuff in the game and all that stuff, man, but them boys, they on some different shit. Like, if them boys want to veer all day in the podcast lane now, let them boys get their money, man. But all that damn hating shit, you know, he still be hating on my boy Mase. Mase B and
all
shit.
The famous people know.
He did be goofy shit, man.
Normally, then after that, it was like, shit, I'm just as famous as all the famous people. I can't do what I used to do for you. You heard? Somebody got to do that for me right now, because I'm super lit. You heard? But I put my life on the line for all of this shit, and you know, and everybody knew that. But wasn't doing the same thing in return. When you start to feel like somebody want to see you do good, but not as good as them, you're like, oh yeah, I know what this move is about. You heard? Everybody don't got.
Yeah, no, don't.
Who reached out to who when you went out to perform? Cause
I would have Ballin'. I had the hottest record at the time. My record was hotter than 50's records at the time when Ballin' spanked out and shit like that. When Cam did this shit with calling the station up over the cot shit and all that shit, I felt that was childish. That wasn't, like, you don't press no real buttons and you're not about to come outside when it's time to really get active. So how dare you do some weak shit like that really didn't hold no merit? Like, you start going crazy over Koch, over a white man that was been jerking us since we got signed there, and whatever backdoor deals you had with him serves you more advantageous than it served me. You understand what I'm trying to say? Like, so when that shit went on, I was like, that was kind of weak. That was corny, because at that time, there was no real beef. It was just the most powerful groups of individuals that's running New York at the same time. So in my mind, I was like, it's more advantageous for us to try to figure out how to start to move and do tours and really go crazy and figure out, because that we were sizzling, but this was on Mars. It wasn't doing regular shit. It wasn't just doing arenas every night. We doing clubs every night. We got the city and the urban communities on fire and shit like that. In my mind, I see an opportunity for us to really start. You heard? Like, we had all the power and shit like that. My mind ran different and shit like that. So when he did that, I'm like, damn. All that up.
This a bunch of bull, man. That nigga ain't said nothing substantial. Like, at the end of the day, y'all, like I said, them boys, you know, elevating their craft, they, you know, getting in two different lanes, man, making their money. You know what I'm saying? Jim need to, you know, to stay in this lane, man. Y'all niggas, you still a pioneer in the game. You know, you had your little run. I think it's best for you just to, you know, do what you do. You know, just stay in your lane, bro. All them boys, you know, on some, you know, different shit now, bro. Everybody elevating, bro. Y'all niggas too grown to be even going back and forth like this anyway. You know what I'm saying? It's not like he jealous and mad. Mase took his friend. Like, what the fuck? Like, oh, that was supposed to be me there looking at it, nigga. Like, what the fuck? But yeah, man, y'all leave a comment. Y'all let me know how y'all like that, how y'all feel about it. You know what I mean? But yeah, man, we be back, man. Shout out to the family. Ow, ow.